Good morning, everyone, and thank you for choosing today's market analysis. Every day, our goal is to provide you with a thorough and knowledgeable analysis of the most relevant financial news to help you navigate the complex economic landscape. Let's begin our daily review. Market analysis, October 3, 2023. The yield on the benchmark 10-year Treasury note rose 3 basis points to 4.71%, adding to Monday's sharp 10 basis point jump. This sell-off rippled through equity and commodity markets, pushing Europe's STOXX 600 stock index near a 6-month low. S&P 500 futures dipped 0.2%, and oil prices hovered around $89 per barrel. Driving yields higher is increased speculation that the Federal Reserve may raise interest rates again in November, after recent hawkish comments from Fed officials. Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester said Monday one more rate hike is likely needed, while Governor Michelle Bowman urged multiple increases. This has Wall Street strategists warning about the impact on equities. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and J.P. Morgan Chase have all cautioned there is a risk of further stock market declines if rates stay elevated. In Europe, bond proxies like utility stocks were especially hard hit Tuesday. The retail sector also dragged down markets after British online fashion retailer Boohoo Group cut its forecast, sending its shares down 10%. Brian O'Reilly, a strategist at Mediolanum International Funds, commented, with 10-year yields around 4.6%, the asset allocation decision for equities is getting quite difficult. Attention now turns to Friday's U.S. jobs report, which could provide crucial clues on the Fed's next moves. Economists expect 250,000 jobs were added in September, down from 315,000 in August. An upside surprise could put more pressure on the Fed to keep aggressively hiking rates. In corporate news, HP Incorporated shares gained in pre-market trading after Bank of America analysts upgraded the PC maker to a buy rating. However, the tech sector overall remains under pressure from higher yields, which diminish the value of future earnings. Oil prices hovered below $90 per barrel, still weighed down by demand concerns, particularly out of China. Lingering recession fears also kept pressure on crude prices. In currencies, the US dollar index hit a 10-month high Tuesday, boosted by widening interest rate differentials that increased the greenback's yield appeal. The euro languished around parity, $0.9999. Before proceeding with our analysis, we would like to remind you that your support is very important to us. If you enjoy this video and find our content helpful and engaging, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. This helps us grow and provide you with even more quality content. Now, let's get back to the news on the financial markets and the latest updates. Here is a 985-word script for a YouTube video reporting the key financial news from the provided text. It was a slow first day of trading for the new futures-based Ether exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. 9 ETFs offering exposure to Ether futures debuted on Monday. Among them, BANX Ethereum Strategy ETF, ticker ETH, traded just under 25,000 shares at around $17 per share. That's a total volume of only $425,000. For comparison, when the first Bitcoin futures ETF launched in October 2021, it saw over $1 billion in volume on day one. In other ETF news, Grayscale Investments has filed with the SEC to convert its Grayscale Ethereum Trust, ticker ETH, into a spot Ether ETF. With nearly $5 billion in assets under management, Grayscale's trust is the largest Ether investment product worldwide. Grayscale's CEO called this a natural next step in bringing Ether further into the regulatory fold. Meanwhile, the fraud trial of former crypto leader Sam Bankman-Fried is set to begin this morning. According to new filings, Bankman-Fried wants to bar the government from calling multiple witnesses, including former investors and customers affected by FTX's collapse. He argues this testimony would be premature. Bankman-Fried has pleaded not guilty to fraud charges after FTX declared bankruptcy last November. Shifting to market performance, Bitcoin fell below $28,000 Tuesday morning to around $27,500 after crossing above $28,000 yesterday. Ether dropped nearly 4% in the last 24 hours amid the lackluster ETF debut. Other major cryptos like XRP and Binance Coin also declined between 2 to 4%. In traditional markets, Futures tied to the major U.S. stock indexes wavered between small gains and losses ahead of a busy week. The S&P 500 closed flat on Monday. Oil prices fell, with Brent crude dipping below $85 a barrel. Concerns over weakening Chinese demand continued to pressure prices. Now a look at some notable movers in crypto. Rollbit's RLB token jumped 8%, extending a multi-day rally driven by growing platform revenues and token demand. Historically, October has been a strong month for Bitcoin's price, earning it the nickname Uptober. Last October, Bitcoin rose nearly 40%. While this October saw more modest 5% gains, some analysts say seasonal bullishness could still materialize in the coming weeks. Key events this week. China has week-long holiday. Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic speaks on economic outlook and inflation, Tuesday. U.S. August JOLTS report, Tuesday. New Zealand rate decision, Wednesday. Eurozone services and composite PMIs, Wednesday. ECB President Christine Lagarde gives welcome address at conference, Wednesday. U.S. ISM Services Index, Wednesday. France Industrial Production, Thursday. BOE Deputy Governor Ben Broadbent, Riksbank First Deputy Governor Anna Bremen participate at panel discussion, Thursday. U.S. Trade, Initial Jobless Claims, Thursday. San Francisco Fed President Mary Daly speaks at the Economic Club of New York, Thursday. Germany factory orders, Friday. U.S. unemployment rate, non-farm payrolls, Friday. Some of the main moves in markets. Stocks. S&P 500 futures fell 0.4% as of 7:31 a.m. New York time. Nasdaq 100 futures fell 0.5%. Futures on the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 0.3%. The Stoxx Europe 600 fell 0.6%. The MSCI World Index fell 0.4%. Currencies. The Bloomberg Dollar Spot Index rose 0.2%. The euro was unchanged at $1.0477. The British pound fell 0.2% to $1.2067. The Japanese yen was little changed at 149.96 per dollar. Cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin fell 1.3% to $27,482.05. Ether fell 0.9% to $1,650.85. Bonds. The yield on 10-year Treasuries advanced 6 basis points to 4.73%. Germany's 10-year yield advanced 3 basis points to 2.95%. Britain's 10-year yield was little changed at 4.57%. Commodities. West Texas Intermediate crude fell 0.1% to $88.49 a barrel. Gold futures fell 0.2% to $1,841.20 an ounce. In conclusion, we'd like to thank you for watching today's market analysis. If you enjoyed our insights and found the information helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to our channel to stay updated with future analyses. Thank you again for your support, and we'll see you soon with more interesting news. Remember, the information in this video is purely informational and does not constitute investment advice. Always consult with a professional before making financial decisions.